go. Put the chat box over yonder. All right. Okay. Oh, let me make sure the software is working too. I think it looks good. Hopefully it looks good. I don't know if it does. And the camera's upside down. Whatever, I'll figure that out later. I should figure it out now, actually. Let me set up this part of the stream. It's been a while since I streamed. So pardon me. Let's fix this first. Let's flip this around. That's good. And this one I need to change to. There you go. There's high beam. All right. Cool stuff. All right, let's get back to it. And front camera and me. All right, here we go. Perfect. Okay. So I have about 20 kilos of beans I'm gonna try to put through this thing. I'm gonna try a bunch of back-to-back roasts tonight and see how that goes. And just see how this machine holds up. So I'm gonna kind of do my little torture test. See if this is worth it. Hopefully it is. It is 12:56 at night for me. Oh yeah, 12:56 at night. You can see how many hours I could do of roasting with this. It's gonna be a little bit. The workflow is gonna be kind of odd, but it's here's the 1 kilogram. So I can show you what we're working with. So this is the 1 kilograms version of the Skywalker. Ta-da. So much bigger. This one unit costs, I think, about 1,200, 300, I forget. But it's a 1 kilogram machine. I'm doing 800 gram batches on it. And we'll also be using this bad boy right here. This is the coffee lull. Actually, I need to calibrate this first. Let's calibrate this. Okay, so I'm going to calibrate this first. We're going to calibrate this. This is the little bit of an Agtron reader thing. So we're going to get the color curve going. So we'll calibrate for that. Let me get this going. All right, let me get the beans that I want to calibrate with. So this is the Roast Sense Pro that we're using. This is supposed to do this is supposed to be the thing that measures what Agtron the coffee is at a certain time during the roast. So we're going to calibrate this first. So let me calibrate. So what we'll do first is we're gonna see what color the beans are, or what they are on the Agtron scale, Agtron Gourmet scale. So we're gonna see what that is like. Really? Oh, hey. There we go. You have to go like a certain distance. Basically, the laser is going at all the beans, and it is trying to figure out what the color of the beans are, what Agtron scale that they're at, or whatever. Good, 51.8. So now I get this pointed at my machine. You can put it like at the bottom mark of it. The laser is pointing like right around there at the bottom half of the mark. So I am going to add some beans. Fill it up and then see where it places the or it's going to calibrate the machine to the roaster. A little bit more. I'll put all the beans in here. All right, now hit this, calibrate it. There's this button you have to hit to calibrate it, and this will basically send the laser to the porthole or the window, and then it's at the bottom half of the window, so it could read what those beans Agtron scale is when they're moving in there. Good, so about 50.1 to 51.8. So it's all set to go. So while that's happening, I'm going to warm this machine up. Good, all warmed up. And let's see, we are at 68 degrees Celsius. So I'm gonna get this up to about, I think I'll use the air temp for this, and I'm gonna have it warm up to around 200 degrees, and then we'll do a drop, and then we'll see how it goes. So overall plan for this machine tonight is just to see if it could tolerate back-to-back roasts. If it's worth the price. Let me put this back in its bag. I'm using just these old beans as my calibration beans. So we're just gonna wait till it warms up. So we're using high beam today. So using this. We're using high beam to kind of show off what we'll be doing tonight. I don't even think I have that many people on watching, so that's good. I'm actually recording this as a video too. Help me to do my best to edit it. All right. And as far as gear that we got going on today, is we got, of course, the 1 kilogram roaster. We got the Koffel Roast Sense Pro is this thing over here. And then we have the DI fluid air extractor thing. Yeah. We also have, since high beam, it's using the ESP32S3. That's what it's hooked up to right now, but it's split with the Y splitter. So one part of it is getting data and everything from the ESP32S3, and then the other thing is this battery that's charging it. It's not charging it, it's powering it. This is gonna be a boring stream. I'm only doing this because I want to see how many back-to-back roasts I can get out of here. So I wore my comfy scrubs that I usually wear to work. Well, not to the hospital I work at, but to my old work scrubs. But if you're watching and you got any questions, feel free to leave a question down below or ask during this live stream or on Discord. Where are we at? We're at 196, 190. I'm gonna wait till the air temperature gets, ET gets around 200 degrees Celsius, then we'll do a first drop. I did warm up the machine before, so now I'm just getting it back to 200 degrees Celsius. See if there's any questions on YouTube. Questions. I think this is the precision unit. They call it the PKF-1kg. Not that fond of the name, but that's what they call it. I like to call it Big Boy, so I'm calling this Big Boy. I don't think there's any other name. I don't think any other company sells it. No, the other vendors don't sell it other than Precision and Cater Joy. Oh, what am I roasting today? I am roasting. This is for a little wedding thing I have going on soon. This is a Kenya Nyeri Gitchithayani AA. Light roasts have impressive sweetness and mouthfeel, have bright accents of citrus notes and stone fruits that never seem stark. Grab notes of raw sugar, tangerine, lemonade, peach, vanilla, and black tea. City to City Plus. But Eggtron is City Plus. That's still warming up. I'm gonna look at what the Eggtron City Plus is. Between 55 and 60. So medium brown. We're shooting for medium brown today. So we're gonna hopefully use the Koffel Roast Sense Pro to get it to around 55, I think, sir. Let me double check that. $50, 51 to, yeah, 51 to 60. So I'll shoot for 55 or 51. Maybe I'll shoot for 51. I'll do 55. All right, so we're at 199. So let's go do our first batch. So 800 grams in. Yes. I think it's beeping because it's at close to 200 degrees Celsius. So I'm going to start with the air low. Although everyone says don't start at the air low, I'm going to start at 30. And we're going to start the jump at around 60. All right. And I am going to turn this off. I'm going to set this to about, I'm going to do 80. Well, let's do 80. I'll do 85. Let's just go for it. We'll do 80. I'm going to do a drop. So I'm going to hit. With that 200 now, lights on. All right, I'm going to hit drop. I should auto charge. And charge. God, I need a better funnel. Good, good, close, good. All right. Don't mind the curve in the background. I didn't call out the curve in the background. Wish there was an option to. So turning point was at about a minute and 11 seconds. I know a lot of us are trying to get it underneath a minute, but give what you got. So I'm gonna keep the heat going. I'm gonna keep the heat at around, we'll keep it at 85. See how fast we can get through the first phase, through the drying phase. I'm gonna start dropping the heat a little bit. Oh shoot, I forgot to hit the roast sense thing. Oh, I'm dumb. There we go. Raise the air a little bit. Drop the heat a little bit more. Looks like I hit browning phase, so I'm gonna hit, or not browning, yellowing. Yellow to me. We'll drop it a bit. I'm gonna get some more air in there. Drop the heat again. Ooh, we're rushing through this. Oh, I was hoping to go this a little slower. Well, it's trending downwards. Let's see if it hits first crack. Here it is, first crack. Ooh, a little much on my end. Oof, I did not want that drop like that. Okay. Well, there's always the next round. I'm gonna drop it here. Uh, 145. All right, batch one. All right, we'll let that cool off. I'm just open my garage a smidge. Okay. All right, round one. All right, let's go ahead. I am gonna fix that chart up. I still want to maybe might lower it down a little bit earlier next time, but I'll keep it at 85 because I still want to get out of the drying phase really quick. It took us like 5 minutes to get out of the drying phase. So I'm going to heat this. I'm going to put this heat back on to auto heat. Stir this around. While that's going on, let me go measure out another 800 grams. Right, that's preheating to 200 degrees Celsius, 212 in there. So let me put this. It's still cooling off. Give that a little bit more time. I'm gonna go start getting my bags ready. Pulled off. Where's my scoop? Oh wait, other way. Cool. Okay, this goes this way. Put this over here. Bad scrambling to find places to put this. I'm going to seal this bag after I label it. If I had a marker. So we're gonna label it 1. I'm gonna seal these later. Got a little sealer. All right, let's move on to the next one. Turn this off. I'll put the bean in first. Oh, I think I put the wrong one in there. Good. Make sure I put 800. Exit. Go to device. Start manual roast. Back at it. So this one going back to, we'll do preheat. Bring this back to, I'm gonna bring it back to 85 like I said it would. We're dropped down, I think I dropped it down, so I'm gonna drop it down to 35. There we go. Oh, almost forgot. Let me. Chaff bin is a little full. I'm gonna empty that out in here. Take this out the way. So put that chaff bin back in there. That's good. Start another batch. Charge. Took forever. Okay, let's go back to here. So this is our batch number 2. I know, exhilarating, isn't it? What's that noise? Are you gonna break?
Preheat ended. Turn off PID.
Ah, nothing. Alright, so I got the Roast Sense Pro on it. I really wish there was integration with High Beam so I could get them going at the same time, but this will do for now. My goal is to get this around 55 on the Agtron Gourmet scale for this.
Turning point detected.
Waiting for yellow. I'm gonna drop the heat down. That's yellow. A little too aggressive with that, but it's okay. Let's see how it goes. Here's some pops. First crack. Yep, first crack. $55. I'm gonna go a little darker. That's too fast. 8 minutes, 25 seconds. Looks like a little burnty boy. Right, pull that off, turn this back on. All right, I'm gonna lower the heat down now. So I've been doing 85. I'm pretty sure I gotta bring it down to like 80. Complete log. So I'm gonna try to extend this out to 9 minutes.
Cooling flow. Turn on cooling fan. Turn off heater.
It's gonna rewarm this up. I'm gonna switch this with Replace this log with this one. I'm gonna preheat. Hey, yeah, I'm back at it now. I'm trying to do some back-to-back roasts. I'm on roast. This is batch 2. Yeah, batch 2. So back at batch 2. Gonna do a batch 3. Gonna warm this up. See how it goes. This is actually cooling it pretty well. A few more minutes on that. So I don't have any more. I got a bunch left. I'm staying up till like it's 1:43 in the morning right now. I tried roasting this bean on my Q bean last night and it went really well. I wonder if I could have a, let's see what it looks like. That should be warming up. Last night I'd used my Q bean, got it up moderately dark. But yeah, that was the graph from this is the graph from last night.
Preheat flow. Auto heating to 199.0 degrees Celsius.
That was a good 9-minute roast. Pretty decent. A little bit too dark though. It was like moderately dark. All right, let's get back to the roast. Okay, go back to bed. Yeah, I need to go to sleep soon too. But I'll work tomorrow. All right, let that chill out till it hits to 1. I'm gonna set this. It's 200 degrees. I'm gonna set this up for 80 next. No, wait, you did 80. No, 80. I'll do 80. Yeah, I've been doing. This is gonna be mostly just for espresso roast. Spro is what the kids are calling it these days, I guess. I sound oldish for saying that. Well, that's gonna warm up.
Auto heating to 199.0 degrees Celsius.
Trusty funnel. Looks good. Down here. This back up. Of course, I got to number 2. This is at 1:47 a.m. I gotta label these later. That's heating up nicely. Let's turn off the cooling fan for that. Oh, and then let's empty out. Looks good. Habit, fork habit. Always gotta use sanitizer. I should probably keep that away from the roaster. Gel in, gel out stuff. Looks good. Let's 60% on the battery. We're still good. All right. That's in place. This is in place. We're at 200 degrees again. So let's load this up. Okay, I'm gonna hit charge. Let me turn this off. We're gonna hit 80. Oh. All right, back at it again. Batch number 3. A little bit lower this time. I kind of want to draw it out to 9 minutes for a good roast. Ooh, minute 8. All right.
Preheat ended. Turn off guide.
Oh. Okay.
Turning point.
800. All right. 1:30, maybe 4 minutes and 36 seconds like last time. So what I'm gonna do here is I will actually, let me just run this. Oh, sorry, someone in Discord said hello. Hi, auto roasting been working for you? For me, nah, haven't been using auto roasting. So I'm gonna go turn that down a bit because it's already trending down. So get some air in there. See if it's yellowing yet. A little bit. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna drop it, raise the air one. Oop, don't crash. Come on. What are we at? 64. There it is. First crack. This looks a little bit better. Oh, but that drop off is kind of steep. 53. I guess 51 will be okay. I'm gonna drop it a little bit more next time I first crack. Drop here.
Station trigger. Set fan speed to 100. Cooling flow. Turn cooling fan. Turn off heater.
Eight minutes 44. 8 minutes 44. I am going to, for me, I think I am going to do a 75 now. Just draw out that time. Maybe be a little more aggressive after first crack, lowering the heat. Grab another bag. Oh, I should do some temp checks. I need to check the motor. So the temp check for me is going to be checking the motor, see what the heat's at. Because Skywalkers are notorious for being for overheating in the back. So we got one of these. Like that. Got one of these. So we're gonna check. I'm gonna see how hot the motor is in the back. Not ideal. Well, I haven't got to touch it yet, but I know it's doing a lot better because I can hold it with. I can grab the motor with my hand, and it's not burning my skin, so it's not terrible. But I'll take pictures. I'll upload these as well. So I got a little FLIR camera, nothing fancy. Only 1% remaining, so I need to take a picture. Perfect. All right. So the motor itself is like at 53 degrees Celsius. So it's already beating out the Skywalker, reaching a grand temperature of 120 degrees Celsius after preheat. Getting it closer. Yeah, the highest temperature around the motor is around 57 degrees Celsius. So I think that's fantastic. I'm gonna charge this. We'll keep doing thermals while it's charging. All right, so we'll set this back down. We're gonna preheat it again. Heating up. Let me check with Discord, see if anyone has any questions. No one's even on there, so womp womp. Anyways. Riveting stuff, guys. Riveting stuff. All right. Heating back the unit up. Everything's running fine. Motor's running at 56 degrees Celsius. Hasn't skipped a beat. Motor usually run around that temperature, even sometimes higher. I think the max is like 80 degrees Celsius before you start hitting real big issues. And I think this is a brushless motor from what I can remember. So it usually has an 80 degree, 90 degree Celsius cutoff, meaning that it'll shut down if it doesn't if it doesn't cool off. All right. Well, beans are cool. I'm kind of happy about how well the bean cooling is working. As I know all the Skywalker owners know how awful that the bean cooling is in a V1. This one actually cools the beans pretty well. And I'll be doing measurements of weight after. I'll post that up too. So what are we on batch number? This is the third. We're gonna do a fourth batch, and we're just gonna empty out this bag. I think about 22 kilograms or 10 kilograms. I forget. I'm pretty sure it's not 22, but I ordered quite a bit. And I'm shooting for like a medium roast. Nothing light. This is going to a wedding, so I'm pretty sure they're not into the light stuff yet. Who knows? You know, somebody might be. Should also mention that this is one of the first units that came or sent to the US. So it's not like the final production unit. But so far, I don't think they changed much, and it's working pretty well right now. So we are on roast number 4 coming up, and this is preheating. This is bag 3. If I was smart, I would have hooked up my label maker, but I switched over to a new router recently, so everything's all kind of fucked. I mean, messed up in terms of my network. All right, 800 grams back in. This is, let me complete this log for just the weight. So we'll do that. We'll say 800 grams. And exit out of there, go to device. I'm going to switch. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to switch this log again. I'm going to replace it with the last one because that looked like it did pretty good. So we'll do start manual roasting. So this time I'm going to shoot for let's shoot for, we'll shoot for 75%. We'll start at 75% first, and then we'll drop it from there. I really want to extend this roast out to like the 9-minute mark. I'm not shooting for those fast kind of roasts. I want to shoot for the 9-minute for a decent amount of time to get around a medium. Agtron, I want it to be around 51. And this time I'm going to set up the freaking Agtron. So help me God. I should mention when they first sent this off, I did have some I think the lamp had a little bit of plastic or glass damage in there, so it was cracked a little bit last time, so I'm hoping it's still working fine. Not cracked on the outside, but like I guess there's a little bit of plastic glass on the inside of the bulb or lamp, but it's still working fine. Put this back, drop that to 30. All right. I'm gonna wait till it hits us 200 again, but I am gonna preload a little bit. I'm gonna get this set up for a 75, like I said. Okay. All right, that looks good. So I'm gonna wait till it hits 200. I'm gonna hit charge, drop the beans in.
Repeat editing. Return PID.
So we started off at 75 this time.
Turning point.
Damn it. Ooh, got a little squirrely in there. All right, how's it going? How's this roast looking? Decent. So batch number 4, we are off to. Yet again, this is a Kenya Nairi Getcha Fahani double A. We're using coffee lol, roast scents, using 6 degrees Celsius at the motor, at the hottest part of the motor. Honestly, it's doing good. So I have the 75 this time. We're gonna see how 75 does. So I'm just to drop it a bit. Actually, let's see how it goes from here. Gonna let it run. I'm gonna see if it's hit yellowing. A little bit of green still, a little bit of green. Gonna wait. I'm gonna pull back the heat on this. I'm gonna check it again. There you go, yellow. So I'm gonna hit dry end. So this is where I'm gonna drop the temperature quite a bit here. Then I'm gonna give it a few. Then I'm gonna start raising it just by air. A little bit late on that one, but that's fine. Okay, so now I'm just doing it by air. These will be just like a little bit of oops, it's a 50, whatever. This kind of thing is I'm thinking is increasing the air, pulling air out, so you're kind of cooling off the beans. We'll do one. I'll do 3 of the fan. Then I'm going to drop heat. Drop that. Drop that heat again. Increase that air. Okay, here's some cracks. There it is, first crack. So I'm gonna drop that heat a little bit again, raise this air a bit. Drop that again, raise the air twice. The 8 on the Actron. So I'm just gonna push all the air out. Pull all the air, as much air as I can. Drop.
Automation at fan speed 100%. Cooling flow. Turn on cooling fan. Turn off heater.
Ooh, got it right at 51. Perfect. Let that cool off a bit. We'll put this back to preheat. Garage a little bit. Let that cool. Oh, 800 grams. It's slow because it's there's 2 lamps in there. One's pretty low. You putting it to 60 because you don't want the beans to go on top of the lamp. That's what causes the burning on the flat side of the beans. A lot of videos of showing it happen. 55 for the V1. It's a staggered the lamps are staggered. It's like one right here, then one over there. On the low side for us, when we're going to Skywalker, you're literally the hottest point is the lamp, right? So if you get those beans over the lamp, the flat side will literally just stick to the wall of the V shape. So let's see. So here's the usually where the lamp kind of sits in. They have all this kind of setup where there's like a V on top. They hope the V would act as a way for the beans to fall downwards, right? But what usually happens is this surface, because you know you're roasting beans, this is going to stack up a little bit. The beans literally just fly right on top, and they'll stay. Sometimes they'll stay for like 3 to 5 seconds. And depending on the bean, it'll just stay there and it'll literally just burn up, which is why I have mine at 60 to 65s to prevent it from getting all the beans on top of there, landing and then burning up. And it doesn't take much. It's I think 55 RPMs, 50 RPMs. Someone said 45, but I think that's a little bit too slow, but that's for the V1. I don't know how many RPMs 60% is on this, but that's where I found where most of the beans 800 grams don't go on top of the lamps. So that's basically why it kind of runs pretty slow. I think there's like I think I put a video out there, a short, where you could see one literally just hang on to the top of this for like a good, I want to say 5 seconds. And I think that's the longest I've seen. For V1. This one, I haven't really been encountering them because I've been setting the drum speed so low. What I'm very guilty of is I keep forgetting that this needs to be like that. So I leave it like this, and then the beans don't either roast or they just hang out there and mess things up. So what I should do, we're gonna put a sticker on there. That's the open. We'll put, I don't know if Cowboy's gonna hang on. Yeah, I don't think Cowboy's gonna hang on. But here's Robot Cowboy. All right, that's cooled off. That's warming up. Kenya Nairi Gich Haini. Roasted some last night on my cubing, and I did a little bit dark, but I never do anything like medium dark. I know it was like medium dark, and I wasn't really a fan. So I'm sticking to medium. So maybe shooting for an Agtron around 51. We're using this to kind of help me figure out what Agtron level or what Agtron gourmet Agtron scale number I wanted at. Right now I have it at 51 is when I'm dropping it. Also following what like the Sweet Maria recommendation was. So we're on batch number 4, doing 800 gram batches. I still got a lot of beans left, so we're gonna keep going until the beans are done, or until it's 4 o'clock in the morning. Right now it's 2:25 in the morning. Last time I set it at 75, I'm gonna do 65. So bean details there. I should put the Agtron too. I think the Agtron was 51. Says it's a medium. That's what I'm shooting for. So far it's been doing yeah, it's for a bean color. It's the Coffee Lull Roast Sense Pro. It review of it. Yeah, and it just kind of tells you what the Agtron is. It's not necessary. I mean, everyone got eyes. They could look at it and be, oh, well, that looks like a medium to me. That's why we have triers, but trying new things. So I tried, what did I try? 75? I'll try 70 on this one. Wow, 230 degrees. So, oh, back out of here. And we're gonna start another roast. Preheat. Yeah, I'm gonna do 75 on this one. Oh, wait till it goes back to 200. Damn it. charge. Yeah. All right, I'll take that later. Good. All right.
Turning point detected.
All right, so bag number 5. That environment and temperature was up there. It was like 230, and I got past turning point. Oh well, then I kind of hit charge pretty late, so I guess it's not really that. Oh shit! I gotta plug my phone back in. It shuts down. Ooh, that 3%. Oh, my air is too high. I forgot to change my air. And my cooling fan. I really messed this up. I even had my cooling fan still on. I rushed that one. Oh well. I'm gonna check how the motor's doing. Nice. 45 degrees Celsius is the hottest. I should take a picture of that. Let me move my monitor so I can just control it through there. Let's see. I am at 142. This roast is going to be a little bit off because I hit charge at the wrong time. I guess I can move charge up a little bit. Yeah, I just turned the cooling on. It was on though at that time. I should have turned it off. I guess that's what happens when I roast at 2:30 in the morning. I gotta set my automations to where I have like everything off and then my heat on. Nope. Yellow. Oh, that didn't work. Ugh. So we are on bag number 5. 800-gram batch size. Really wish the coffee sense was working with high beam together, but it's all right. A little bit aggressive at the end, but that's how I do. Oops. All right. Let's see. Action's at 55.9, 54. Drop. 51.8 on Agtron. All right, so 154, bag number 5 done. Pasha. Two minutes. Not 2 minutes. Still got a good amount of bag left. I should do complete log. And we'll preheat this to 200 again. Oops. That's about right. Hey, let's see what the beans are feeling like. 38, 39, 40, 41. Like a 5 minutes for the beans to get cool. Perfect. Oh. Where is my pen? Oh, let's just draw 5 on here with this marker. Oh. No. What's this? On my battery on my phone. 9%. All right. Turn the cooling off. Drum at 65. It looks good. 200. Perfect. Running well. Let's go empty this thing out. Still, the back of the motor is cool to touch. Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, we should put this motor in our V1. The 50... Really? It's only a 65 RPM motor? I've only used 59% of my battery bank for my ESP32S3. So that's doing good. Let that warm up a little bit more. All right, we're gonna do 70. Ooh. I noticed that Trier has been sneaking beans in there. I gotta tell them about that. It's the third time that's happened. This needs to be angled more, I guess. Is there anyone selling the module to connect? Are you in the US? If you're in the US, I could send you out one. I usually just charge however much the ESP32 is. I just hate it when people sell it for like 50 bucks. They make a profit. I'd rather just sell you at cost and have you on high beam. But I'm sure there's someone around you that could help you too. They're really easy to install. Ooh, this one's getting up high. That one got away from me. I'm gonna let this cool down.
Automation. Set speed 100%. Cooling up. Turn on cooling fan. Turn off.
I can pull out some of that air. While that's going down, I'm gonna fix my automations real quick. Automation, create an automation, add trigger, event marker during charge. When charged. Oh fuck. So, Confirm when another one trigger charge. I'm gonna add set heater to, we're gonna do 70. Confirm. Okay, let's wait till it hits 190 again. So I'm gonna back this back out. See if this is ready. I'm just go ahead. I'm gonna set this to 70.
Preheat flow. Auto heating
Check Discord real quick.
0 degrees Celsius.
Gotta make sure the door's locked. Okay. Good. All right, that's going. That's going. It's at 70. Automations are working. Huzzah. All right. So batch number 6 right now. So this is, we've been doing back-to-back roasts. With that, it's roast number 6. Motor is has been reaching only a temperature less than 60 degrees Celsius. So we're already doing a lot better than the V1 and V2. While that's happening, we'll let that run a bit. I am going to fill this back up to 800 grams. Plug it in, plug it in. All right. Plug this back in. Oh my. $132. Keep it running. Wait, what was the question? Is there anyone selling the modules connect straight to high beam? Not really tech that knows how to do this. They also sell them on AliExpress. I should check. Got the beans. You know what? I am gonna mark it whenever this marks it. Actually, I don't want to do that. Let's see where it's at. Ah, that's yellowing. Do.
Preheat flow. Auto heating to 200.0 degrees Celsius.
First crack.
Turning point detected.
Warm it up again. All right, let's get that back up to temperature. I think I have like 3 more batches left. Complete this log. We're gonna replace this. Oh, my batch to batch protocol is just waiting till it reaches 200 degrees. There's no real batch to batch protocol I use. Radiant heat roasters are a little bit different. Like you could argue like the metals inside and the little bit of whatever convection is there may force you to use some kind of back to batch protocol, but it's radiant heat. Radiant heat, you could preheat your machine in like 5 minutes and it's good to roast. From what a lot of the OG V1 users. So in terms of like back-to-back protocol or batch protocol, I wait till it gets to 200 degrees and go. The drum isn't like some heavy iron that uses conduction to heat up the beans. It's like a very like I think it's like stainless steel. It's a metal that doesn't really retain heat like an cast iron drum would. And the unit isn't sealed like you would see a Kaleido, so it's not a convection like dominant unit. It's a radiant heat. So as far as like batch protocol, I don't have one. People do have like these protocols that they like to use on their own. For me, I could care less. Maybe for like my I do have a machine called a cormorant, and I probably would have like if I were doing back-to-back roasts on that, I'd probably have like a batch protocol. Bag 6. Oh, chaff. Don't ever forget the chaff. So far, I haven't had any chaff burn, so that's a plus. I still have a lot of beans left.
Automation trigger. Set fan speed to 100%. Cooling flow. Turn on cooling fan. Turn off heater. All right, I'm gonna do auto roasting. I'm gonna go see what happens. Right? We're gonna see what happens with high beam auto roasting. You hit 100 kilograms. What machine do you have? Like a V1, V2? That's pretty good. 100 kilograms. That's a lot. A lot of freaking beans. Auto roasting will start after charge. Preheat flow. Auto heating to 204.0 degrees Celsius. All right, so we're auto roasting. This is just all by control, okay? So
or replay control. The replay control is happening. So what it's doing, it's basically just following whatever the heat changes and air changes is occurring. Oh, you got the 1 kilogram. Okay. I'm kind of, yeah, I'm doing the auto roast on this. I'm letting it just run all the other stuff like before. It's doing a pretty good job following that curve. Well, I'm just gonna let it run, see what happens. I'm gonna let the color curve tell me when it hits first crack, from yellowing. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, yellowing. 447 for yellowing, and I got it 553. I don't know if that's the same time. So, yeah, let's let it do the auto roasting. And I think I'll stick with this profile for the rest of the roast since I'm being lazy. And this has been in 190 for first crack for the most part.
Set heater to 70%. Set fan seat to 35%. Set rumpy to 65%.
$199. There's first crack coming. Yep, that's first crack. Around 189, 190. Then the exothermic reaction happens, releasing all the heat. If you want to buy a high beam module, they sell them on AliExpress if you really wanted to try your hand at it. Honestly, Artisan will work just as fine. Oh, I should measure out 100 grams. Or 800 grams. Right. Batch 7 is done. Batch 8 is on the plate. Let's complete this log. All right, now we're really moving. So what we got going on is we're going to start using the auto roast feature. So control replay, have it do all the hard work, all the heavy lifting.
Set heater to 6%. Set fan speed to 40%. Set fan speed to 45%.
We'll just see how well it kind of stays on point with the beans. See if it could follow that graph. We'll use the same graph I used last time for the auto roast.
65%. Set fan speed to 50%.
Beans are still cold or warm, so
Set fan speed to 55%. Set fan speed to 60%.
oh, let me turn cooling off.
Set heater to 50%.
Turn the fan off.
Set heater to 45%. Set fan speed to 65%. Set heater to 40%. Approaching development state. Next to first crack. Set fan speed to 70%. Set fan speed 75%. Set fan speed to 80%. Set heater to 35%. Set fan speed to 85%. Set heater to 25%. Set fan speed to 90%.
All right. Beans are cool.
Speed 95%. Set heater to 20%. Estimated 19 seconds to reach target dropter. Set heater to 15%. No more scheduled control changes. Please watch the roast progress. Set fan speed to 100%. Auto roasting finished.
Oh, my phone died. Fuck.
Cooling low. Turn on cooling fan. Turn off heater.
All right. Phone's going to restart. So this is still a PID loop. So it's going to be like 204 degrees is what it's trying to warm up to. So I'm gonna let that get back. Let me get these beans in.
Auto roasting will start at charge. Heat flow. Auto heating to 204.0 degrees Celsius.
All right, let me get back to high beam working again. We're gonna do the automated stuff. Connects. Oh, geez. That's the one spicy meatball. I'm gonna open it up just so it could get some cool air in. Want to cool the system down. That's right. If there's no PID, how is it gonna control the heat? So we'll open those two doors up. Go. This is bag number 7. All right. Back to roasting. All right. Heat it up. Let's preheat this sucker. All right. I got it. I gotta wait till it's up to 204. All right. This is batch 7 or 8. 8. I'm at 8 now. It is 3:31 in the morning. It's taking longer than I thought. All right. Batch number 8. This is auto roasting. Control replay. I think this is the last batch. Oh, let me get. Dang it. Ah. Please cast to screen. Might have to restart it. We'll go to the front. Cast one app. We are casting high beam. And are we back in business? Yes, we are. All right, we're back. All right, so letting it run auto roast again. Oh, god damn it. Sorry, the scale turned off when I was looking for the rest of the beans. But it's okay, because I can tear it with another one. And this is the last batch. 765, a little bit short, but we'll do what we got.
Fan speed to 4%. Set fan speed to 45%. Set heater to set fan speed to 50%.
That's sprouting already.
Set heater to 55%. Set fan speed to 55%. Set fan speed to 60%.
Yeah, this one I think a little too hot. ET wise, environment temperature wise.
Set heater to 50%. Set fan speed to 65%. Heater to 55%. Set heater to 40%. Approaching development stage. 30 seconds to first crack. fan speed to 70%. Set fan speed to 75%. Set fan speed to 80%.
Oh, first crack.
Set fan speed to 85%. Set heater to 35. Set fan speed to 90%. Set heater to 25%. Set fan speed to 95%. Set heater to 20%. Set fan speed to 100%. Estimated 20 seconds to target temperature. No more scheduled changes. Please watch the roast progress. Set heater to 15%. Auto roasting finished. Cooling low. Turn on cool fan. Turn off heater.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight batches so far, running fine still. No issues. So this is the last batch. Preheat this. It preheats.
Auto roasting start after charge. Preheat flow.
Okay.
Auto heating.
Last batch.
204.0
756, I believe. Let's write it down. $763. Still cool beans, still cooling off. Beans are still cooling off. Last batch of the night. We went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 batches. All right, waiting for 204. Still 1. Let's get this started. Come on. It's at 204. No. Let's turn this off. Three. Hit charge. In. Good. That's on. We're good. All right. This is all cooled off. Okay. So, hey, Rose, this thing hasn't, like, hasn't stopped. It's doing pretty good. And I'm guessing grapes won't match on this one because it's 40 grams less than the usual 800 I've been using. So, womp womp. But we're almost at the end. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, music. Power. Yeah, brown. Mm.
Heater 70%. Set end speed to 35%. Sit on speed to 65%.
Mm. I'm so bored. Sorry. Gotta love auto roasting.
Turning point detected.
Ooh. Oh, first crack. Right on the dot. 189, 190. Very consistent. The machine's doing pretty good. All right, so I did 9 rows, so 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 rows. So what that includes is like whatever the batch time is. Back to back, warm, PID works pretty well. Right, I'm just gonna drop. All right. I roasted. This is my nice bag.
Set heater to 60%. Set fan speed to 40%.
Pull this machine off.
Set fan speed to 45%. Set heater 55%.
All right. That's pretty much it. So we have done 8 roasts.
50%. Set heater to 50%.
We're all pretty much right there. Back to back. 8 back to back. This thing handled it just fine. Twin lamp, motor.
Set heater to
Motor stayed
45%.
cool. 56 degrees. I think was the degree Celsius was the highest it got. Maybe 60.
Fan speed to
But it was cool to touch, so you're able to touch it. It's warm, but it's not like gonna break on you hot.
Set fan speed to 65%.
Yep, being still warm, still cooling off. I don't know. I feel like overall this machine's pretty freaking solid.
Approaching development stage. 30 seconds to track. Set fan speed to 7%.
Put the auto roast on high beam. It's you know, ROR is not the same, but the heat curve is looking pretty close.
Set fan speed 70%. heater to 35%.
Not bad. Not bad.
Set fan speed set. Set heater to 25%. Set fan speed to 85%.
I'm done with this.
Set heater to 20%. Set fan speed to 90%. Estimated 16 seconds to reach target drop temperature. Estimated 14 seconds to reach target drop temperature. Set heater to 15%. Set fan speed
Trying to see what the
85%.
Agtron is for this whole thing. Should be like a 55, 51.
Auto roasting finished. Cooling, turn on cool fan, turn off heater.
53.2. Not bad. I wanted to stay in between 55 and 51, so I'll take it. This thing had about 8 roasts in it, so I bet the battery's about to die. So far, I'm liking it. They work pretty well. I didn't catch any of the first crack, so, you know, work in progress for them. Honestly, I felt like it did a pretty good job. That's cooled off. Gonna go ahead, exit here. All right. There you have it. The 1 kilogram roasting machine handles everything just fine. No weird bumps, no turning on or off. It worked pretty good, to be honest. All right, didn't exactly get through 10 bags, but we got through 9. This one's 756 grams initially, but this is number 9. So that machine's cooling down. I am gonna set that off. Now I'm going to use my sealer to seal this up. So look at this gross side of my room. The sealer is like right over there-ish to the right. Let me seal all these bad boys up, all right? Let's take a picture of the logo. There we go. Fuck. All right. Well, I just have to do it from here. Works better. 6. Right, sealed the last bag. Perfect. Oh, all right. So there it is. Let's count the bags. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Shit. That's fun. If, you know, doing free work is fun. Ooh, is my print done? Almost. Yes. So my 3D print's almost done for my decent espresso machine. Right. Group picture. I think, from my understanding, is this is where the medium range is where medium dark range is where the Skywalker really thrives. Three. 4, 5. Is that it? I think that. Oh no! Oh, we're back. Reconnection successful. But if you got the money, Kaleido M10, of course, it's not bad. If you really got the money, the Helio Bullet is probably one of the better choices. But this isn't too bad either. Did pretty good on an auto roast without any PID, so that's pretty impressive.